AI has come a long way, but we still aren't able to read each other's minds. I mean, maybe the government can, but we normal folks are still trying to figure out what the other one is thinking. Until Apple or Microsoft create some crazy mind reading goggles that cost $1 bajillion, we're stuck using good old psychology and analysis to figure out how to know if someone is thinking about you. Here are 8 signs to look out for. Number 1, they reach out to you in any context. This is the easiest sign, and understandably, the most common. If someone is texting, calling, DMing, or visiting you in person, that action started from one small thought they had about you. Now, each action is a little different. Texting is the most common and also one of the lowest effort actions. This person is thinking of you, got the guts to type out a message, and will keep thinking of you until you respond. Don't torture them for too long, playa. Text back. If they call you, that takes a bit more guts, especially for us Gen Alpha, Gen Z, and Millennials. While you may be tempted to hit decline and text them instead, throw them a bone and pick up. You'll probably be pleasantly surprised. And your boomer relatives will be proud. DMing can go one of 2 ways. It could be a low-effort attempt to Netflix and chill because they're thinking of you in a dating or hit-it-and-quit-it way. Or it could be a way to share memes, compliment your pics or stories, or something of the like. You'll be able to tell pretty quickly and can easily shut this down by liking their DM or ignoring it altogether if it's too crude. Number 2, they like your old posts on social media. Speaking of DMs, social media is another way to learn if someone is thinking of you. If you get an ad or follow from this person and/or they start liking your old posts, they're scrolling through your profile because they're curious about you. They're wondering who you are and checking out what you and your life look like. That's showing interest, at least in basic form. We all know liking things is a way to show interest and affection, so I've got a straightforward ask. Could you shoot this video a thumbs up to like and show support? You know I appreciate you. Number 3, when you talk to their friends, they mention this person to you. Okay, now let's say you run into their friends somewhere and you guys are cool enough to shoot the breeze. Now, their friends mention this guy or girl in conversation with you as if you know them well. This means that you've been mentioned before. They have heard enough about you to assume that it's cool to talk about this person and that you would go along with the conversation easy breezy. This person has been thinking of you so much that they've even talked about you to their friends. Number 4, they buy you something, anything. Little gifts are the best gifts because they are each thoughtful. Literally, this person thought of you when you weren't together, went out of their way to buy something, and then made sure it got delivered to you just to show you that they were thinking of you. When they do give you the gift, ask what made them think of you. And if they try to act nonchalant or too cool, be sure to check out another video we made called How to Tell If Someone is Telling the Truth. Number 5, when you hang out, they show you memes or photos they've saved. You might be hanging out with this person and kind of bummed that they don't hit you up a lot when you aren't together. But wait, suddenly they pull out their phone, scroll through it for a few seconds and say, I want to show you something. There it is. They were thinking of you, saw something that they thought or knew you would like, and saved it, literally or in their mind, to show you in person. Number 6, mutual friends tell you this person has asked about you. Number 6 is a huge compliment and definitely goes to show you're on this person's mind. You run into a mutual friend or colleague and they mention that this guy or gal recently mentioned or asked about you. I mean, they're going out of their way to try and get information on you from a third party. That's dedication. Number 7, you catch them staring at you in a crowded room. If they're not the type to chatterbox to their friends, you may have to go old school and run into them at a busy function. When you're in a crowded space together, there are about a million distractions that would pull anyone away from you if you weren't important to them. This person, however, keeps sneaking glances or straight up staring at you from across the room. They just can't help it because you've got a pretty solid seat in their mind. Number 8, they follow up about something you mentioned a long time ago. When a person hits you up or sees you in person and excitedly asks you about something that's important to you, it means they have been wondering about it since before your interaction. Here's an example. You talk to Jamie, guy or gal, whatever, about an upcoming exam or interview that you have, and then you don't see Jamie for a while, maybe a few weeks or even a month or two. When Jamie speaks to you again, they excitedly ask you how your exam or interview went and for the details. They have been waiting for this moment and wondering about you ever since you mentioned it. Alrighty, so let me hear it in the comments. Is this person thinking of you, completely uninterested in you, or are you still debating? I hope it's the former because you are awesome and worth being on anyone's mind. As always, thanks for watching.